As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between these road warriors and the home team. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go. 4 quarters of football headed your way. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Look at this, going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. Second down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
We go play action here. It's Milrow. Vacates quickly left side. He's looking deep once again. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
We put a receiver in motion left.
Right.
First play, Fields letting it rip. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Complete to Darnell Washington. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tutu. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A pistol snap. Fields finds his running back in Bashal Tutu. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go.
Chase coming in motion right.
331.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Here's a screen for Tootin. He works it down to the 37. Alante Taylor making the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Shotgun snap to Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30.
Here we go, son.
Result is a first down.
Zone read. They'll give it to Tootin. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and closing on him for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Fields out of the gun. Hits his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good. 19 winning. 19 winning. Here we go. Say hi.
From the red zone on 1st. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him, and it sets up 2nd down. Oh, and how well he's slinging it this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Second down and 10. Fields. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. Got you that?
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Green 19, got you that?
Fields throwing here to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Receiver in motion, going left.
Go.
Here's Fields to throw. Catch made. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3-9, go.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And in he goes for the touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
You could feel, even up at the booth, a full-on panic there for just a moment. But he did make sure it never overwhelmed him. He picks the ball back up. May have cost him some yards, but it didn't cost them the possession.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. They'll cobble together a yard there. Former number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
18 Cardinal.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Check. 18, 5 in. Buffalo 18. 19 tight.
Milrow from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
18, run with 60 Eagles.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Mustang 19.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
Okay, ready?
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. He finds space. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Recovered by the defense. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway. There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Looking to throw Fields. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Now Fields again. Has it down close. And they'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it 1st and goal. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Chase coming in motion right. Fields throwing once more. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Tootin does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And he gets in, touchdown! These guys will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Ready? 70, Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, Milrow. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's gonna be 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Ready? Viking 18.
Looking to throw. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
Ready, ready.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Here we go.
Fields looking to throw. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
58, here's that. Go.
Fields on third. Rolling out to his left. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down. Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on fourth. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Here we go. 331, 331.
Running back sent in motion. First and 10. Here's Fields. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. At the 20. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
Fields coming back after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Second down give to Tootin. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Hey, Monday. 319, can I do that? Johnson. Trust, bunch right. Easy. Hey, can. Right.
Fields now on third. It's caught. Chase has it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He does it! Touchdown! I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Pistol now for Milrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That one finds Xavier Worthy. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
Another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his running back, Henderson. And he will take this in. Touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead.
Here we go. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Deep shot doesn't quite work out. So that's an incomplete pass. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So it'll be 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. He's going deep this time. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
Here we go.
I'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Mayday. Hey, 10. Alpha.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It'll still be just a 1-score game when we resume play. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Watch it.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
3-19, right side. Punch right.
He's back to throw. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. We're good. Start. Right.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys leading by 7. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 19 windy. Right.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty.
Here we go. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Jump-off caught by his back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
331. You got a mini basement. Why not?
Looking to throw. He rolls to his right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. This from 40 on the right hash. Reichert connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, it's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
19 tight. 19. Come on.
Now to throw. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. It looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
319, go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Extend. 331, 331.
Tight end in motion right. 3rd and long for him here. Got his man. It's Golden. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Here we go, son. 19 windy.
They're going to pass it here. Headed out right. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys take a 3-possession lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
70 Lion. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here he goes. One final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked by Marquis Siegel. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against